Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, let me show you how we can simply create an invoice in Odoo 90. So moving on to the sales and accounting module, you can simply create an invoice. So I'll show you the two example from here itself. So first of all, here I'm at the dashboard of the sales module. So to create a sales invoice or creating a customer invoice in Odoo 19 sales module, that you can start from the scratch, from the quotation, creation of quotation, and then confirming that quotation into a sale order. After onwards, you can simply create an invoice. But here in Odoo, you can simply create an invoice on the basis of a policy that you guys are providing under each of the product, or by moving on to the configuration and settings, you can provide a default invoicing policy and as well. Okay, so I'll show you before creating that. Moving on to the product, under the product side, you can see there we have two type of product, which is chair and table. These are the two product that I'm going to use inside this video. So first of all, there we have chair. If I'm moving on to the chair, now you can see under the general information, you can see an invoicing policy. So you all know that we're creating a bill, that is actually invoices, in addition to providing or selling a product to a customer, right? So we need an invoicing policy because we need to deliver the product, and as well as we need to confirm that invoice and everything. For that, we have an invoicing policy based on two type of thing, which means an ordered quantity and a delivered quantity. That defines that how you need to create an invoice after confirming a sale order. Okay, so you can choose either the ordered quantity, which means before delivering the product you can create an invoice, or on the basis of delivered quantity, which means after delivering the product you can create an invoicing policy, invoices. So that's what called invoicing policy. You can simply configure this under each of the product. You can define that. Based on that, I'll show you the example. So, or you can do what you can defaultly configure that. Moving on to the configuration under the settings, we have the invoicing. If I'm just searching for the invoicing, now you can see under the invoicing, there you have the invoicing policy, quantities to invoice from the sales order based on the invoice what is ordered or invoice what is delivered. Okay, so moving on to the product itself, I'll show you that for the chair, I just provided the invoicing policy on the basis of the delivered quantity. And if I'm moving on to the next product, which is table, I just provided the invoicing policy based on the ordered quantity. So let me show you what is the difference between that two once we are creating a invoices in Odoo 19. Okay, so let me move on to the orders, or we can either start from the scratch, which means creating a quotation, but we don't need that. So I'm going to provide the customer name, which is ABC Trader, and providing the product name as well. So first of all, I want to sell the product which is table to the customer ABC Traders. I want to update the quantity, which is in 3. Now you can see the unit total. The total of the only product is $1,500, and if we are moving on to here, you can see the taxes included, which is in 50%. So it will be adding to the total of that product, and you will get a total of $1,725. So once you are done with that, you can simply confirm this quotation into a sale order. Still, this is in draft, which means in quotation. So I am going to confirm this into a sale order. Once we are done with that, now you can see based on the invoicing policy that we have provided to the product which is in table, you can simply create an invoice on the first. Then after confirming that invoice, you can move on to the delivery. Okay, so to create an invoice, you can simply click on that icon or that button. Now you will get a wizard like this. So here in Odoo 19, you can create an invoice based on the 3 methods, which means you can simply start with a regular invoice that will be including all the details of the payment, that is fully, and everything is there. But if you guys are choosing the invoice method on that 2 thing, which means down payment percentage or down payment fixed amount, it will be splitting up your invoice into 2 method, which means you guys are giving a partial payment to your customer. Okay, that's a down payment. A standard invoice is issued with all the order lines ready for invoicing according to their invoicing policy based on the order or the delivered quantity. So that's what called the regular invoice. But if you are moving on to the down payment, like let me give you an example. If your customer ABC Traders is only willing to pay a certain percentage of their invoice, like a 50 percentage of their invoice, you can move with the down payment percentage. Okay, and you can provide the details like how much is that percentage, like you can provide the down payment percentage which is in 50, 70, 60 or something like that. Or if you are moving with the down payment fixed amount, like in certain cases some of the customers only willing to pay a fixed amount, so you can simply provide a fixed amount. So they will have 1,725. If I'm just going to provide it as $500, you can simply move or create an invoice based on that fixed amount. Okay, and then after creating the payment and you guys are giving a certain period of time to provide the remaining payment, or yeah, something like that, so you can simply create another invoice based on that. So you guys are splitting up an invoice into different method. Okay, so let me move on to the regular invoice. I'll show you that how to create a regular invoice, creating a draft one first of all. Now you can see this is the draft. After confirming all the options like the edited things and everything, you can simply click on the option which is confirm button, and there you can simply see that you are just created in invoice, which means a customer invoice. So from the customer invoice, what are the things that you can find? There you can find the customer name, the delivery address. There you can see the invoice date. There you can find the due date. You can see the currency. Like some of the customer are using different currencies on the base of their country. So you can simply click on this option, and the enabled currency under the configuration setting will be here, like AED, Euro, something like that. You can simply choose them. And you can also provide a payment terms. Like if you are just moving with immediate payment from your customer, you can simply provide a payment terms. And now you can see there we have three tab which is allowing under a customer invoice, which is an invoice line. There you can see all the detail about your product, the account, the quantity, the units, the price, the taxes, the amount, and the total as well. And if we are moving on to the journal items, now you can see what will happen once we are confirming this with the invoices. And if you are moving on to the accounting module, you can see this journal items there as well. Like the sales is connected with the accounting, and the what are the customer invoices also connected with the accounting. So if you want to keep an accurate accounting, you can simply look for the journal items. So under there you can see three type of accounts are there. First one is product sale. So for the table, it will be crediting, and you can see the tax received on the 50%. It will also credited, and after onwards, there you can see the account receivables. It will be depicted because we need to get some money from a customer. Once we are done with that, you can move on to the other information sector. Under that, there you can see the different information about your customer invoice that is not general. So under the invoice session, you can see the customer reference, who is actually responsible for the customer invoice. And there you can see the sales team, the recipient bank, the payment reference like standard communication or else. You can provide a delivery date as well, like creating an invoice. And there you can see an accounting. Under the accounting, there you have the company, Incoterm location, physical position, the payment method also defined from here itself. And there you can see the cash rounding method, which means in certain cases they we have some kind of what some amount which is not it is defines the smallest coinage that we don't have. Okay, so that you can simply provide a cash rounding method to avoid that mistakes. So there you can see if you have any kind of cash rounding method inside your DB, you can simply choose them inside your customer invoice session. There we have auto post, which means specify whether this entry is posted automatically on its accounting date and any similar recurring invoice date as well. And there we have reviewed. If you are just enabling this one, it will be reviewed. Okay, so once we are done with it, now let's move back to the invoice line, and I'm going to confirm this one. After confirming, now you can see the customer invoice is posted. You can simply undo this undo this thing using a reset to draft. And also you can move with the payment, or there you can preview how this is moving on to the customer, and you can create a credit note based on return of a product, and you can print and send as well. After onwards, you can move on to the sale order. Now you can deal with the delivery. Okay, so if I'm moving on to the delivery, I can validate this. So we have done with the delivery as well. Now let me show you the second method, and I'm moving on to the orders under the quotation. Let me create a new one. So moving on to the customer side, now I'm choosing Jerry as my customer. There we have one more product because I want to show you the second invoicing policy. So I'm going to provide the product as chair. So the chair invoicing policy that we have provided on the basis of delivered quantity. So how it will be effective? There you can say this is the unit price. I'm just going to provide that is under the five, sorry, not five. There we have similar amount. So let me provide it as 4. Now you can see this is the total amount, and this is the total amount including the tax, which means 15%. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to confirm this quotation into a sale order. After onwards, you can see that the create invoice session, that particular button is not activated because of YVH is provided that on the basis of delivered quantity. So first you can move with the delivery. After validating the delivery to your customer, you can move back to the sales order. Now you can create an invoice. Okay, so there you can see the regular invoice, and you can create a draft. You can create a down payment. So I'll show you how to create with the down payment percentage because it's an invoice, right? So if my customer is only willing to pay 40% of this particular invoice, I can create a draft one first of all. Now you can see they're only willing to create the payment of that 40%. Ta-da! There we have the product with down payment of 40%. There you can see the account, and there you have the amount that is already calculated by Odoo, 480. Okay, with the total amount, this is the total amount including the tax, and there you can also find amount to due. Okay, so once you are done with that, let me move on to the journal items. Under the journal items, you can see these are the thing. Okay, these are the journals that we are going to post, and under the other information tab as well, the same thing that we have already discussed. Once we are done with that, let me confirm this one. Now you can see that we are confirmed with the first invoice. Okay, and after the payment, you can see that we can also create another invoice. If I'm moving on to the payment side, let me create an invoice that's in paid stage. And if I'm moving on to the sale order itself, you can see there we have a button which is activated another time as well to create the remaining of that amount. So there we can see already invoiced $552. And if I'm just going to create a regular invoice, you can see the remaining amount will be there. Okay, which is 800 to 28 $828. And if I'm moving with that, I can simply confirm this with the next invoice. So basically we have created 2 invoices. First of all, with the down payment of the chair of 40% and the remaining as well. Okay, and the invoice line is there. Once we are done with that, you can simply move with the payment. So if I'm moving on to the sale order, you can see that we are splitted one invoice into 2 because of the down payment. Okay, so if I'm selecting that one, first of all, first one is in paid and second one is just post. If we are moving with the payment, what will happen? It will be also converting into the paid section. Okay, so that's how to create an invoice. So similar to this, you can simply create a down payment with a fixed amount very easily. Okay, so that's how you can simply create an invoice. And as well, let me move on to the accounting module and I'll show you from the accounting module itself, you can create an invoice. Moving on to the customer invoices, you can simply click on the new option. What will happen? This is the the format to create an invoice. You can simply provide the customer name. Let me provide this as Aisha. Once we are done with it, you can provide the product. Like if I'm just moving with the table, I can provide the table. Once we are done with that, I can confirm it. What will happen? you can simply create an invoice. That it is only creating an invoice. We are not taking to create a quotation or sales order. After that you are moving on to creating an invoice. No such kind of mess. If you want to directly create an invoice, what you can do is moving on to the accounting module, move to the customers and create an invoice from there itself. Okay, so that's what is actually I want to talk about the invoice creation in Odoo 19. And one more thing that I want to add is actually here in Odoo 19, we Cybrosys presented a mobile suite, which means mobile. So you can simply get all this information on your mobile phone. Like you can carry your business on your pocket or in your pocket very easily. You can do all of this thing like creating an invoice, confirming a sale order, sorry, confirming a quotation into a sale order, creating the payment and everything using a mobile phone. So you can simply configure those all things under the sales module of Mobo. So I hope you all understood what I'm just talking. And if you want to download that, you can move on to the App Store, or otherwise you can move to the Google Store if you're using an Android phone. So guys, please do test that particular app by downloading it. I hope you all understood what I'm actually talking. So that's all about the customer invoice in Odoo 19 enterprise version. So if you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends. I'll be back with another kind of tutorials in Odoo 19. Till that, bye.